This is Historidame, who I enjoy quite a bit. She makes history videos about cool topics and things and neat stuff, and we saw the early amusement parks, but we never saw the playgrounds, and I'm a little curious as to what the early playgrounds were like as somebody who has had a lot of playgrounds, because they're still kind of dangerous. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one, but they got hot-ass slides. Like, that thing's gonna burn you, especially if you're wearing shorts. Good thing it's cold. Aren't you scared of the slide? No! I'm very brave. I'll jump up and down on the wooden bridge. I'm not scared at all. I won't even hold the ropes. Let's watch early playgrounds were terrifying, shall we? I think I've been to that exact playground as a kid. The wooden labyrinth? I'd be scared to go in there. I'm gonna get mad splinters.
When I was a kid, I noticed something interesting happening to the playgrounds in my neighborhood.
2006? Oh. A kid in 2006. I graduated high school in 2006. Good Lord, man. Something that's going to happen to you is people are going to keep being born, and they're eventually going to make you feel old. People don't stop being born. It might be fun and tempting to call me old now, but wait until a celebrity is younger than you. It's going to fuck you up.
They got lame. Seemingly overnight, all of the best playgrounds suddenly went from looking like this.
That's not cool. That's very scary. I think I'm gonna like the next one more. This thing is like, how do you get out? I bet they're gonna talk about this. If I'm a parent, I can't see my kid. Help! Help! A pervert somewhere, I bet.
To looking like this.
Let's go! Yes! Yes, let's go! Safety for everybody. Kids never have to feel any kind of discomfort, and neither do I. No, that one's cool. I love it. Microplastics. Would you rather have microplastics or splinters, bro? I'd rather have microplastics inside me than a splinter. I think I got one in my foot for a decade now. That shit hurts. I don't want no wood
unique
chips.
Wooden playgrounds were suddenly torn down and
take
replaced
that
with
shit
these
down.
boring, safe cookie-cutter layouts. But if you're a little bit older than me, you might have also noticed something similar happening during your childhood. Except in your case, maybe the playground being torn down looked something like this.
It did. Well, okay, not like this. This is very old. If it rained yesterday, that slide will kill someone. that is way too steep of a hump. Just, you might as well put a loop in at that point. That's like at a kill count. Yeah, man, it looks like it's gonna bounce. Just,
or this.
that might be okay. That's not so. I mean, it's all just metal. That's not so bad. Maybe kids could like jump off that. But.
Or even this.
Okay, I'm not that old. Don't say it. These kids are wearing hats. This is so old that everybody got a twine coat. Y'all just be sitting on something and it spins.
The reason cited for these changes was often safety.
I guess this doesn't exist anymore either. Like a horizontal, vertical monkey bars, like a big box, you know?
But are these safer playgrounds really better for children?
I don't know.
Or has our quest to protect kids caused us to lose something along the way?
Like what?
Today we're going to be taking a look at the history of playgrounds.
Okay.
Learn why they were built in the first place.
That's an interesting question.
Explore some terrifying early play equipment.
Okay.
And see if a little pinch of danger might be exactly what we need to get kids outside again.
Good idea. You know what? I'm gonna like the video already, because I think I'm gonna like it. Kids bounce, man. They'll be fine. Not all of them. Some kids splat.
North America would see a huge wave of people moving into urbanized areas. But this sudden population growth
Kids don't have bones? It's all cartilage, yeah.
Many of these new migrants ending up in slums.
What is this? Sneaking. What is he up to? What's going on down there, actually? There's a bunch of those.
Children who were growing up in these places didn't have anywhere to play.
There's some little rascal shit, yeah. That kid looked like the Pope. From humble beginnings.
Growing concerns about the increasing number of children living below the poverty line caused many people to fear that if they weren't given a proper place to play, then they would instead turn to a life of crime.
That's true. You know what you do? Give them a slide and put a bounce on it.
The first person to come up with the idea for a public play space just
Freeble.
for kids was Friedrich Froebel, an educator from Germany who created what he called the sand garden. Froebel believed that providing kids with a stimulating environment where they could play with natural materials like sand was integral for their development.
That shit don't look stimulating. Those kids are miserable. They should be playing stickball. That's very sad indeed. I don't think they enjoy that at all. I don't like sand. It's rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. That shit is not comfortable, dude. This sand boring as hell. That's what I'm saying. If I was back then, and then I lived long enough to see Transformers, I'd be so mad. Good one? Thanks, man. That was a deep cut.
Before it eventually made its way to North America.
That is too many kids in that goddamn sandbox. There ain't even no sand. That's crazy. Is anybody even playing? How did everybody turn around for this picture? This doesn't look real. It looks AI, right? Like, not a single person looking away?
Playgrounds were able to teach children teamwork, risk aversion, social skills, and they helped integrate the children of immigrants into American society.
Okay, this one looks kind of cool, and you gotta pack in, because if you don't, you're gonna fall. So this is teamwork. The problem, though, is if one kid's a dick, if you sit next to the dickhead kid, you're tumbling. Okay, you guys don't go to playgrounds because you don't have kids. Every playground has a kid doing this that is on a place he should not be, and you're like, I think that kid might die. You know what other kid you always see at the playground? Saw it this weekend when I took my kid to one. Kid who's too old for the playground. Saw a kid with a mustache, and I'm like, a pretty good mustache. Not so bad, honestly.
The biggest difference with early playgrounds is that they were not spaces for free play.
Uh-huh.
While today a kid can...
Okay, what is that kid doing? I think that kid got bullied. I don't think he's doing it of his own free will. That is a tree of woe. That kid cannot get up. Help me! Yeah, that kid's upside down. This is like a Spanish Inquisition torture method, man. He's gonna get hit by a drop kick. I'm clotheslining that kid, man.
The first playgrounds included many of the structures that we're familiar with today.
Okay, where does this ladder go, man? Why are we doing that? Everybody's just going to the top. There's nothing up there but harrowing pain and misery. If you fall, it's over. It's taller than the slide ladder, man. What are you gonna do once you're up there? And how do you get down? There's somebody right behind you. I don't like the playgrounds being this populated. These are too many people here, man. We need to invent laser tag.
Slides could be steep, and often only had low walls to prevent you from falling off. If they had any walls at all.
Oh, God. Ow, ow. Oh, that's wood. That's like polished wood. Oh, dude.
Swings were often set on a high frame.
Dude. I guess it's this or like going to war. I don't know, man. People, you had to be excited without TikTok or the internet. I don't know what, I don't know what I would do to try to have fun if I ain't got a screen, right? Like if I'm playing stickball and like walking with my dog to the corner store, there's that ladder again. Just ladder all the way to the top. Nothing up there. I would climb the ladder, actually. I think I would go up the ladder and just hang out up there. I just sit at the top, and that does sound cool. Like a monkey in a tree, you just get to enjoy the high view. That sounds kind of cool, actually.
Which meant that you could get some serious height if you were committed enough, so long as you didn't mind flying off or hitting your head on the nearby play structures.
Oh! Coney, did you ever have a walkie-talkie phase? No, but my kid's going through it right now. She'll be like, let's play walkie-talkies. And she just gives me one. She's like, okay, copy that, over. Copy that, over. She doesn't have anything to report. Copy that, over, copy that. I'm like, copy what? Literally copy anything. What are you gonna say? Her head's just clogging comms. I'm saying. She ain't got nothing important to tell me.
Here, kids could climb, hang, or swing to their heart's content.
Dude.
Just as long as they didn't mind falling 20 feet to the hard ground below.
Okay, hard ground. I didn't even consider that the ground wouldn't be like mulch or those rubber wood chip things. I just assumed it was padded, but yeah, it's probably concrete.
Some of them also included these things called sliding poles.
Those do look cool. You put your legs on them and just whee! That actually looks pretty nice. I think that's
basically a slide without the slide part.
That looks kind of
And you would just go down with your legs wrapped around the outside. Some of them were also made of wood, so you can only imagine the level of splinters that you were risking.
What's going on here? This shit looked like Limbo, but I don't think they all be that kid's gonna cheat if they be playing Limbo. Climb over. Whoa, that was awesome. You just climb over. You could get a fence, man. Like, there's probably mad fences around here to climb over.
But the most notorious piece of playground equipment by far was the giant stride. This was a type of spinner that was built with a singular pole that was topped with a big wheel with...
Okay, that looks fun. That actually looks awesome. If I could find one of these, I'd be like, hey, sweetie, push me. Daddy's gonna hold on. Push me really hard. Whee!
kids would hold onto these ropes
Oh
and
my
then
God.
run around the pole as the wheel spun, eventually causing themselves to be lifted into the air by the centrifugal force.
Okay, never mind. That doesn't really look fun. That looks kind of boring, honestly.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, these look super fun, but they were also
Well,
really dangerous.
For this kid, maybe.
Children losing their grip and flying off was a common occurrence, and some versions had metal handles, which could then whip around and hit the other children riding.
Ow.
And of course, if another kid isn't paying attention and walks too close to the structure when it's in motion, then they could end up getting kicked in the face.
Well, that could happen anytime. Oh my God. How high are we going, man? Like, if you got like a car and just drove, if you did donuts around this thing, somebody might end up in another zip code. That's terrifying, dude. That's just a tree. Yeah, it's like bent too. I don't know.
As concerns about child safety began to rise, their days were also numbered.
Thoughts on spiderweb climbing pyramids? I don't know, bro. I was always scared of those because if you fall, you're going like boom, 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 boom. You guys ever see that Vine or TikTok or whatever, the adult falling through those? It's kind of like a gravity squeeze, but like in random, unexpected directions. You're just getting crunched over and over. Hold on, surely I can find it. Maybe this is one. Be careful. Watch out, Mom. Look out. Don't fall. Look at, that's very scary. It's like getting you got gravity squeeze. Is it this one? No, this isn't somebody getting squeezed, but this is a cop going down a very wet slide. I don't know why he went down. It is clearly glistening. Oh, never mind. That wasn't the cop. Whoa! Ow, ow, ow. Dude, ow.
Oh gosh, she's going fast.
If I ever go to okay. Very unflattering frame. I think this poor woman looks nothing like that. Very unflattering. She came out of the slide 20 years older. I kind of like that place. That looks pretty cool.
The onset of World War II would signal the end for many of the original playgrounds.
You know, usually whenever I see a picture of old people, I'm like, yep, old photo. This could be like a 1990s bachelor party, and I would believe it. Coney, they're 12. Oh, it's all that secondhand smoke. You're right. Yep, I think you're absolutely right. These are 12-year-olds.
Resources needed for phased out, and the lack of manpower to maintain public parks eventually led to many of these early playgrounds deteriorating. With nowhere else to go, kids started playing in the ruins of bomb sites.
Oh, man. Now the video is sad.
Climbing and exploring
What
the
a
remains of their
bummer,
destroyed
man.
cities.
Make some castles or something.
This idea would eventually be adapted into the adventure playground, a type of playground that emphasized allowing children to manipulate their environment.
Okay, this is Little Rascals core.
These playgrounds used natural materials,
Oh, this is
scraps,
70s
and
as
junk,
hell, right?
and were
Look at
designed
these
to have
kids.
as many free-moving pieces as possible. Some major aspects of adventure playgrounds could include tires, tree trunks, building materials and tools, and a variety of found objects.
What the fuck is that, bro? What? Go ahead, kids. Go play in the garbage. You think we got all the needles, but I don't know. Good luck, buddy.
More traditional playgrounds would also change
Whoa!
during this time. In the 50s and 60s, there would be a rise in the
What
playground.
is it with playgrounds and like
Would
50
also
kids
change during
packing
this
onto
time.
the same thing, man? The swing is probably open. Go on the swing. We don't need 30 kids. They don't have anything to do. They don't have Steam or Fortnite. No, Fortnite? I'm saying. What about a battle pass? You show any of these kids a battle pass, they are going to cryogenically freeze themselves until they can play as Homer Simpson. Their only options are this or cigarettes or war. Or war. Go fight for your country.
Standardized playground equipment would also be available, which allowed for more elaborate designs than earlier pieces that had to be built from a kit IKEA.
I have seen this. I saw this shit at the circus. They got 2 people around it. They go real fast. That shit's kind of fun. The safety apocalypse? That sounds very comforting. I kind of like that. Tell me about it, actually.
The
I'm
1980s
curious.
would see the removal
might be
of
kinda
many
fun.
play elements that were deemed
Oh,
hazardous,
oxymoron-ass,
like
I'm
hard
saying.
surfaces, tall climbing structures, and many classic pieces of play.
That shit kind of boring, bro. This is why you only got 4 kids on that bitch. You want to pack a place? Put them 20 feet in the air.
New playgrounds were now being built with safety as a
Boo!
priority. Rounded edges, softer materials, and smaller overall playgrounds. But this change in priority didn't
That's not Burger King. That's Mayor McCheese. Wait, no, that's Constable Cheese. Cheeseburger cop. What's the burger prison? Officer Big Mac, that's his name? I forgot who it is. I saw one of these on Facebook Marketplace for $500. You did not. The burger? I would buy it now. I'm not kidding. If I could buy one of these for $500, I would go pick it up in Canada right now, and I would dress it up for every holiday. I would absolutely just put Christmas lights all around him, dress him up for Halloween, put Lost Souls inside, put presents inside for Christmas. Oh my God, dude.
It was during this new safety era in the 80s and 90s that many of the beloved wooden playgrounds would be built, including the ones designed by Leathers and Associates, which some of you might recognize by their really cool castle playgrounds.
This might sound... Wouldn't that shit rot? Not too quickly? Yeah, it's treated wood. Yeah, that's a stupid question. Obviously not. You would just get mad splinters there. And I would get lost. I don't... Again, if my kid's in here, they are lost to the whims of whatever magical portal they entered from. I don't even know where they went. I don't know how they get out.
Like the one in Toronto's High Park, which was my childhood favorite.
Okay, I do kind of fuck with this one. This one's nice. It's colorful. Kids are still getting lost in it, but I got pretty stuff to look at. I like that one.
But unfortunately, as child safety initiatives...
Oh shit, they added a cat tractor thing in there? I want to go on that. I'm not trying to go on any swings. I want to ride that. Whee!
Became more extreme in the
That shit got mad bees for sure. You're right. I didn't even think about the bees, bro. You ever see a hornet's nest in real life? That shit's scary. You're like, you just see, it's like a jump scare.
Even these wooden playgrounds were
Lift me up, cat man. I'm gonna go inside there and huddle up like an egg. I'm just gonna like go in the fetal. Pick me up!
But the rise of ultra-safe playgrounds came with a whole set of new problems. Their design philosophy often focused around
that kid's too old for that. This is the problem. Like, if he stood up, he would be about that height anyway.
Ensuring that even the youngest child potentially using the structure would be safe.
It's kind of ass, yeah.
But come here. Yeah, come here. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
The children, they yearn for dangerous playgrounds.
Well...
Yeah, a merry-go-round might be able to launch you 6 feet across the pavement.
Depends how dangerous.
In fact, more recent studies have actually shown that North American playgrounds might be too safe.
Isn't there like a statistic, and maybe I'm wrong about this, I'm pretty sure that like child abductions or, sort of missing kids is lower than it's ever been, but the panic about it and the fear of it is higher than it's ever been, just because of the ease of which we all get information. And it just feels like that. I feel like parents kind of soothe themselves by doing shit like this and wanting stuff like that. Because, like, I gotta be honest, man. I as somebody with a kid, I'm always thinking, like, damn, she could just fall over and bust her lip right now. Just walking. And if I saw her swinging her ass on one of those big things, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, something bad's gonna happen. I think people kind of psyop themselves into believing terrible, awful things are happening. I'm sure kids get hurt all the time on this stuff, but... it's just how hurt, right? You're supposed to get hurt a little bit, because that's how you grow character and know that, falling down isn't so bad.
Risk-taking activities like climbing...
Oh my God, the reward at the top. If I make it to the top, I could go down the tallest, hottest, spinniest slide you've ever seen. This is like a battle royale, man. I'm trying to get into heaven. IRL Fall Guys. Whee!
Uncle Jim can help brain development.
Dude, you gotta even earn getting up there. Look at this shit. These kids have to, like, climb up there. That's crazy.
Some critics have even suggested that these overly safe playgrounds actually cause kids to be more fearful of things like heights.
Probably.
And lead to increased anxiety levels.
I mean, it's probably just like anything else. It's just, like, continually pushing your limits and your boundaries are what exposes you to new stuff. I have a specific story that I always think about as somebody with a kid now. When I was maybe 8 years old, Volcano opened at King's Dominion. And I was so goddamn scared of that line. And it was like a 2-hour wait, and my dad made me sit the whole line. Made me sit in that entire line all the way through, scared to death, didn't want to do it. I was practically crying. Then I went on it, and I loved roller coasters after that. I was so happy. It was awesome. And I'm glad that he did. But, like, imagine having to do that to a kid, like, put him through the line for 120 minutes while they're on the verge of tears, scared shitless. I don't know if I have the strength. Parents are soft now, including me. They closed that shit in favor for Smurfs and Magical Mountain. Bro, Smurf Mountain was what I had before Volcano. It was my favorite ride, bro. Y'all fuck with Smurf Mountain? Any Smurf Mountain heads? There it is. Hit it. Let's go! It's Smurf Christmas. Merry Smurfmas. I went on this 10 times one day. I couldn't help it. I love the Smurfmas.
Little kids are always going to find some way to hurt themselves, whether that's falling off a slide or just eating wood chips.
I guess. I think if a kid's eating wood chips, that's a different kind of hurting themselves. That one might need to see a specialist.
There have been several groups that have sought to improve playground quality in North America.
Like who? Like this video sponsor.
Like Compan, for example, are building innovative playgrounds that focus on giving kids the...
That shit does look very safe. I don't know, bro. Who gets sued if a kid breaks his neck on a playground? The city? The playground? The city, usually? Yeah, I'd be building safe stuff, too. You have to build for the lowest common denominator.
There are plenty of other amazing people
Damn, that one looks awesome.
Trying to create both a safe and exciting environment for kids. Like this playground at the Scenic Caves in Blue Mountain, Ontario, which has an old-timey jungle gym. It also has this wooden statue of Shrek.
Wait a minute, I think that's Shrek. Where are his ears? Where did they go? Some kid definitely took that. They should not have put his ears up.
There's even a few adventure playgrounds left, like the one in Berkeley, California.
Children 7 years and older can be signed in and left for up to 3 hours without their parent. Okay, maybe I'm too woke. I don't know if I'm... That feels like a long time. Free child? Oh, boy!
That's the history of playgrounds. Honestly,
that was a pretty good video. So kids used to hurt themselves and now they don't anymore.
I had one of those Cook's Wooden Castle playgrounds close to me.
Yeah.
But it fucking burned down last year under mysterious circumstances.
Mysterious circumstances? I feel like those things catch fire very easily. It's all wood. I don't know, man. I feel like if a kid with especially thick glasses gets on the playground, you're gonna have a problem.